The following podcast is full of buffoonery and japery. Taking the host's words to heart could lead you to falling from Cosmorath's grace, keeping you from becoming one with her divine horror on the day of splicing. So just don't listen to him. Good day and welcome to Lore Folk, a podcast where we riff on all things paranormal. I'm your host, Aidan Kidd, and today I am joined by my co-host, confidant, and manifestation of my innermost sinister thoughts vying for control of the flesh vessel we share. It's Maddie Barr. What do you got for us today, Maddie?
Oh, I got a question for you.
Oh, golly. I'm so excited.
This has come to us straight from the net from 2009. If you had the choice to become any cryptid, monster, or mythical creature, what would you choose and why? What would you do with your new form and powers? And there are only 2 posted answers to this question, and they're both under a little tab that says, answers that need improvement.
Roast him.
Mitch
Got him.
said, a dragon. So I could soar the skies and break away from the monotony of human life.
Cliche, boring, terrible.
And then a space. He really like spaced it out like a haiku, and this is beautiful. And then there's a space, and then a line, and then a sad truth is we humans are enslaved by ideal and greed. Not ideals, ideal. Space, line, space. I would dance among the lower clouds, beyond being free. I do not know what I would do. Well, I would seek out other dragons, of course. Not sure what else I would do. I just want to be unbound. So, Aidan.
So this man, in his quest to no longer be bound by human greed, has decided to become the monster most associated with hoarding things.
Yes.
Have he not seen the Hobbit trilogy?
Oh no. He's fallen into a trap, you see.
He's got mountain sickness, dragon sickness, they said something. I didn't pay attention anymore, because...
He's got ruby madness.
He's got that Thorin's disease. He's got Jason Momoa's disease.
Yeah. He's really got it backwards, you're right. If he's trying to get so far away from greed. But maybe he's not hoarding things. Maybe he's hoarding, like...
friendship?
Metaphysical, emotional things, you know?
He's got trauma that he won't let go.
Right.
He's trying to escape it by flying away.
He's moved beyond physical wealth. He wants experiences.
Oh, no.
Every time he goes
Go to therapy, mister. Please.
Yeah. Every time he goes out to fly, and he, like, you know...
he cries.
Amongst the lower clouds, if you will. He enjoys that, and he internalizes it, and that's what he hoards. Good memories.
Oh, no.
Of being free. I just really love, he says, I don't know what I would do, and then he gives 2 examples, and then he says, not sure what else I would do. But what I really, really love is, I just want to be unbound.
Untethered from this material plane.
Aidan, before we get to the next answer, if you could become any cryptid monster or mythical creature, what would you choose and why? And how would you become unbound?
Are we time-bound in this question?
No, we're unbound. We're becoming unbound.
Okay, so, like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I become Sasquatch in modern day. It can be in any time period I want.
Are you gonna pick a monster, a cryptid, or a mythical creature to be, and then pick a specific time?
Yes,
that you want to be
I wouldn't want to be. All right, so my pick.
I wouldn't want to be Bigfoot today.
No,
but back in the day.
Yes, exactly. I would pick the Loch Ness monster, but not in modern day, because that would be boring.
Yes.
Because Scotland is all those kids, all those millennials are just playing Flappy Bird. Because it's 2013 as we're recording this, definitely.
Yep. Don't time dox us.
It's not 2013. That is confirmed.
That's too much information.
That's canon.
Is it? Or is it?
Don't worry. The time wizards that'll come for us if I time dox us need more precise measurements.
Oh, okay.
Time measurements.
It is a season in which things happen.
It is current year.
There you go.
Of current month.
So you'd be the Loch Ness monster.
I'd be the Loch Ness monster.
Like when?
Back in like, day? I'd say like the 1800s.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah. You know what? Wait, you know what? Even further back, I want to go back to like 16 or 1500s. I mean, because that is when like...
do the 1300s.
Prime like, I'm just gonna chill at the side of this lake, and I'm gonna listen to some bagpipes. Because I know some people hate bagpipes, but I fucking love that shit.
Well, and as the Loch Ness Monster, you've got, incredible acoustics in the water. So you can just be chilling there.
I'll just chill out next to Castle Blake.
Just vibing.
With Daphne's ancestors. From Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Scooby-Doo, yes.
Oh, Maddie, you look confused.
I don't know that much about Scooby-Doo.
Have you not seen the documentary Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster released in 2006?
No.
On VHS, available now?
No. Available now?
Yes.
On VHS?
Yes. You can get it on Amazon.
Can I get it as a VHS, though?
Yes. From me. I still have it.
Let me just gonna make a quick purchase here.
While Maddie is purchasing the documentary Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster, available now on VHS off of Amazon.com, Maddie, what would you do? What monster would you pick?
Yeah, I want to be the Mothman.
Mothman? Cliche, but okay.
Mothman's got...
Just immediately roasting you.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Look.
Isn't?
Yes.
It isn't?
No, of course not.
How?
He's got a long, slender neck. And it's not like a human proportions.
So, neither is the Mothman. Mothman's
just a big boy. He's just a big mothy boy with wings.
The Loch Ness Monster is just a dinosaur.
Yeah. And that's dope as shit.
Yeah, but that's cliche. Dinosaurs are like...
Dinosaurs are cool. Anyway, Mothman, go.
I want to be the
Elaborate.
Mothman.
Explain yourself.
God, you can fly. And that's also... It turns into the superhero question, right? Which superpower would you have? I'd be the Mothman and I could fly. And I'd have cool eyeballs. But also, they look like, those cool mirrored sunglasses or whatever. So I'd be flashing looks at people like in the animes when your eyes do the
yes.
And I could fly and become unbound. I would fly amongst the lower clouds as well. I would dance amongst the lower clouds. And I would run into this guy.
Full circle.
I have one more answer to this question.
Please enlighten me.
First of all, this person's named Graham. And it says on the website, it'll say, you could put in, your career, if you go to school or something. And
if it says something like capitalist, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It says Graham, former worked in a toy and model store from 1983 to 2001.
I am invested in Graham's life immediately.
And Graham said, I would choose a centaur, like Sally says to Izzy in the story I'm writing.
Wait! Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on a minute. There's lore and backstory here that we cannot gloss over. This man is a novelist. He worked in a toy store. Mm-hmm. He's the most interesting man in the world.
He's incredible. And he's just gonna casually name drop his characters like that. Like everybody knows.
Like everybody knows
him. Sally said to Izzy. Oh, you guys know Sally and Izzy. My two favorite OCs. Everybody loves them.
As we're all aware.
They've got a fun dynamic in one of my most recent novels. As Sally says to Izzy in the story I'm writing, quote, "What's not to like? A man and a horse in one delicious package. Powers? Well, you're the ultimate, double quote, horse whisperer, as you understand the language." And then that's the end of the question. There's no more. We don't come back out of the novel with Graham to finish up the question to the answer on the internet. We just dive right in. It really should say at the end, if you want more, go to Amazon and buy my...
He didn't even plug it. He did. You know what?
Yeah,
I respect that.
I don't even know what the name of this book is! I'm gonna look Graham up because his full name's here, and I don't want to say it, but also I just realized, with my eyes by reading it, that Graham has a really dope last name. Wait. Graham Bloodworth is not a real person! This is a character's name that somebody used as their online name when answering this question.
What?
Oh my god! Graham Bloodworth is a fictional character on The Young and Restless. What is this?
So he's disguising his identity because he doesn't want us to know about his book.
I thought this was a real person, but this actual name... Yeah, so now we can't even look up the book.
Oh my god.
But Graham... The internet online answer person is not named Graham.
someone would do that?
I was like, who has the name Graham Bloodworth? That's so dope. Now we can say it, though, because it's not a real person.
Okay, so we got a Yahoo Answers question from user Tara, who asks, why do I feel different? ... Supernatural.
Oh?
A long time ago, I had a ghost in my closet. Until we moved. His name was Jasper. He was kicked by a horse when cleaning a stable.
He was kicked by... Did he die? Or was he kicked as a ghost? Okay, sorry, keep going.
I would like to make it clear at this point that all of these pauses are written in with ellipses and commas and sentence breaks. I am not adding these in. These are part of the experience.
Beautiful.
We lived in a barn. Don't believe me? My parents saw strange activities. Talking to myself. In my room. Facing my closet. Exclamation point.
Oh.
They even asked the landlord and found out the story of Jasper. Then one night, they saw him for themselves.
Oh, shit.
They in all caps.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since like a year ago, I've been feeling different. Thinking of supernatural beings. I have also been feeling abnormal.
How old is this person? Are they just going through puberty? Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Please direct me in a place I can find answers. Please!
Oh.
I am confused. I have no trouble believing in supernatural creatures. And I only wish I could be one. Now I'm no furry! Not that I have a problem with furries, but I just need an explanation for why I feel this way and see these things. Am I different? Do I have special gifts? Or am I simply just crazy?
Ooh.
End thing. That's it. That's the end.
Whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
I feel like there's so much to unpack here.
There's a lot to talk about in this one. First off,
I want to know how old this person is.
I don't. I like the mystery.
It's just some confused teenager.
Oh.
I'm the only one who's ever gone through puberty. I must be a ghost?
The fact that they know what a furry is suggests to me that they're not super old.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Do old people not know about furries?
Not generally. Unless they've watched, like, John Oliver make jokes about them. I don't think they know. So first off, Jasper.
My man.
My man.
My
good lad.
He was kicked by a horse.
Exactly.
That's what it says on his tombstone.
Jasper, kicked by horse.
Jasper, no last name. He was kicked by a horse. And that's it. That's how he died.
When cleaning the stable. In parentheses.
Where else? I mean, you know, it's where you least expect it to get kicked by a horse. In the stables.
My favorite part about this is actually hidden in the text.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it says, "We lived on a barn. Don't believe me?"
Oh?
Like, I assume they're trying to talk about the whole ghost thing.
Right.
But they phrase it in such a way with their punctuation where it implies that they're talking about the unbelievable aspect of this story is the fact that they used to live on a barn.
Mm-hmm.
On a barn.
I can't understand. Who would live on a barn?
These people, they all come here. They come to Yahoo Answers and they do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it gives me life. It gives the show content. But what does it mean? Why are we here?
What does this mean?
All it ever does, I spend so much time looking through Yahoo Answers, and it only ever reminds me about the inevitability of death. Like, I see...
It just circles back around every time.
Here on this show, we filter out all of the horrible, horrible things you will find on Yahoo Answers.
Yes, thank you.
It is disgraceful and so depressing to look through the mythology and folklore section and find such depraved garbage. It genuinely, like, broke me at one point when I was researching some of this stuff.
so
I was like,
sad.
I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
I just...
Because I don't want to have to look through 10,000 things about Benghazi.
I'm sorry, I just realized reading this again, I've opened it now,
Mhm.
that the reason Jasper is a ghost is because he has unfinished business because he didn't finish cleaning the stable.
And now he's got to hang out with this fucking kid.
He has to hang out with the horse that kicked him to death.
Can you imagine, like, being bound as a spirit and then having to, like, just, like, deal with this kid going through puberty?
Right?
And, like, he's trying to get advice from you and they're like, dude, I don't fucking, like...
Yeah, I'm not special.
I'm not your dad.
I just got kicked by a horse.
I just got kicked by a horse in the 1700s.
The only interesting thing about me. It's usually, emotional, unfinished business. Like, I didn't ever bust up that wedding. I gotta go tell my kids I love them. But poor Jasper.
What was that? Was that the
Yeah.
plot of every, like, family Jim Carrey 90s movie? The 90s were a wacky time, if you kids don't remember.
Yeah.
Which we are past. We're past the 90s. That is canon. Current year does take place after the 90s.
Yes, but how soon?
How soon after? Who knows?
Never know. Jasper, if he just, so for me, I don't have any unfinished business. So if I got kicked by a horse, I'd just fucking die.
Yeah, I don't have any unfinished business because I've never started anything in my life.
Exactly, but Jasper he's one stall away, he'd done all of them, he was going down the line, and the very last horse was like, hey, you know what? Fuck you. And then he died!
That poor, dumb fool.
I can't believe
Poor Jasper. I feel bad for him. So, little Tara, you don't have special gifts. You are not supernatural. And you're not a furry. You might be a furry. Tara, you might be a furry.
You know, who's to say who's a furry? You know?
God.
Furries come in...
God does.
The furry stage comes in waves, right?
No.
Oh,
When
God.
you were born...
I was assigned furry at birth.
The doctor, condoned by God,
Mm-hmm.
has a big stamp, a big red stamp that says the word yif on it, and he stamps it on your forehead.
No! Well, I guess that means I'm not a furry, so confirmed. There's no yif on my forehead.
The mark of the furry.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about furries so much?
We need to stop.
We need to stop.
We need
This
to
is-
talk about
This is only the
Tara.
second episode, and we're back to talking about God and furries. Alright, everybody, this is a part of the show where we do some ad reads, but we're the baby show.
We're poor.
We're infants, and nobody's paying us to do this. We do it out of our own volition,
Mm-hmm.
and thus we have to make up sponsors.
We actually have to pay to do these ad reads
Yeah.
right now.
Have you got too many kids? Boy, do I! Your quadruplets pulling you in every direction? I'll say! Well, then you gotta try Tucker's Child Condensement Program. Here at Tucker's, we'll take your surplus of offspring and fuse them together through the power of the dark arts. Just a little dash of this and a zap of that, and wowza! Now you can afford that trip to the movies. Thanks, Tucker's Child Condensement Program. 2 kids, 5 kids, 28? There's no amount of children we cannot condense into a single mass. And if you're worried about the ethical repercussions of this modern miracle, just ask little Dan Few here. Kill me. Ah ha ha ha! Another satisfied customer. Tucker's Child Condensement Program. You'll walk in a family and out a unit.
Trees.
Tree.
Tall, strong, made of wood. Experience trees today. Wherever your local trees are trees. Tree. For trees. Sponsored by Trees and partner with Tree. Trees. Hi, it's me, Maddie. Let me tell you about our network. Lore Folk is a part of the Podcast Network.
Wait, hold on. Can we do a bit where you say, it's me, Maddie, and I go, from the podcast you're listening to
Yes.
right now or something? Just like
Okay.
that little quip. Just to spice it up from spicy from like the
Yes.
one that we did last time.
Please, if you ever
Yes.
want to make it spicy, tell me, because
Okay.
this is boring.
Do it again and I'll chime in with that. But then keep going what you're doing.
Hi, it's me, Maddie.
From the podcast you're listening to right now.
That's right. Come, fuck.
Come fuck!
We can use that first part, right?
Just do it at the end. It's fine. We got
Sorry,
no,
I
it's
forgot
okay.
how to read. Hi, it's me, Maddie.
I forgot my line.
Hi, it's me, Maddie.
You know, from the podcast you're listening to right now.
That's right. Come listen. Come learn about our network.
This will be staying in. We're doing it as
Please
is.
leave the whole thing in if you're trying to say the
I think, yeah.
simplest thing ever. Hi, it's me, Maddie.
You know, from the podcast you're listening to right now.
That's right. Come learn about our network.
Where we're professionals and can say things.
The Podcast Network is a network of shows in Chicago, and we work together to support each other and local artists around town with our ads. Fuck yeah! So if you want to support us, listen to our awesome shows like Point Taken and Lore Folk, and if you want to support yourself, buy a fucking ad.
We'll say it really good.
We'll say
We're awesome at that, clearly.
If you're listening to how good this is, just think about that. It's gonna be like at least 10 times gooder than this. We start selling ads at $5, so you can tell the world and us about all the cool shit that you're working on. Hooray! Support the Podcast Network today. I want to talk about the Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Please do. I love those good leggy boys.
Leggy lads. They are just vibing and walking, and I love them. I have a few questions about Fresno Nightcrawlers that I
Please,
pose.
bless my mind palace.
First of all, do you think they would like me and let me adopt one?
I think they're free spirits and they would not allow anybody to come near them.
Second of all, if a Fresno Nightcrawler wore pants, how would it wear them? Because I'm thinking, I've thought about this a lot. Would they wear one big pant that's loose enough for them to move around in? Or would they wear, like, you know, separate pant legs, but do they connect at the top? Or
I think they wear, like...
leg warmers?
I was about to say, I think they have, like, 80s style leg warmers, or they wear some nice swanky jeans and they have the zipper open so their face can poke out.
Oh, there you go. The belt, like, goes around their head,
yes,
but the zip is open for their little face to peek out. I was also thinking they'd wear those, those cool Converse back from the 2000s that go all the way up in the pants.
Making their way to Hot Topic as we speak.
Yes. Yeah, I love Nightcrawlers. I think they're cute. I like that they just wander like that, really slow. Also, in my research, someone said that they were classified as friendly cryptids. And I'm really curious about what qualifies something as friendly or as a threat, considering that no one has ever really been attacked by a cryptid.
Bigfoot was out there. I saw him in the distance, and that motherfucker gave me the bird.
He flipped me off!
He flipped me off, that asshole.
So
He ain't friendly. Fuck that guy. I hate
so
that guy. He stole my pizza. He stole my DiGiorno's pizza last week. I was getting groceries out of the back of my van, and I was going back for the DiGiorno, and then I saw him in the distance flipping the bird with pizza in hand.
Bigfoot is a threat to my life, to my family,
And to my DiGiorno.
He's
This
fine.
segment sponsored by DiGiorno.
It's not DiGiorno, it's DiGiorno. Bigfoot tried to sleep with my wife. He's gonna try and kidnap your children.
He's fucked my dad.
He's a threat.
Bigfoot fucked my dad and my wife and my DiGiorno's pizza. He didn't even eat the pizza. He fucked the pizza and the DiGiorno's and my dad and my wife.
But those Nightcrawlers,
Those Nightcrawlers, they didn't fuck my dad, my wife, or my DiGiorno's pizza.
they're nice guys. They just walk around
I love those
sometimes.
boys.
Just a little leggy man.
They help me around. They've helped me rebuild my marriage.
Do you think they're really good at soccer? Because, they're working with the advantage.
Yes, of course they're
Everyone
good at
else
soccer.
has to restrain themselves. Oh, I can't use my hands for this ball sport. But they're like, oh, Kobe, oh, juking. Ah.
Yes, of course. Kobe, the famous soccer player.
Yep. That's it. That's him.
We've got another Yahoo Answers question from user Josh, who asks, I think my real father was a vampire and my mother was a human?
Oh?
I sometimes sense that my parents are not my real parents. and I've been adopted. I also crave blood sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But-
I thought we were gonna ease into it.
Nope.
But no.
Nope, just
Sometimes
right
I
up
feel
again.
like I'm not myself. I don't know.
Sometimes I like to drink blood.
I don't think my parents are real. I don't like garlic bread. Sometimes crosses
Freak me out.
But I do be wanting blood.
Most of the time, I eat human food. I'm more awake at night.
Most of the time. What is he eating that's not human food?
Rocks.
Please continue. You fucking asked and answered.
Answer received. I'm more awake at night, at time, and usually tired during the day. What can this be? So this is clearly a lad going through puberty. We've got a lot of kids with a lot of questions who, instead of thinking that, hey, you're just a person and this happens to everyone, they jump to the conclusion that you are a freak of nature god being with the powers of the underworld.
He doesn't elaborate on the craving blood. Like, as a topping? If you were gonna consume blood...
Well, hold on. Groovy Unicorn has an answer.
Oh, good.
Level 7 user
Messiah.
Groovy Unicorn says, it means you're probably 14 and dumb as heck.
Well, that's probably true, but vampires are 14 at some point, right?
Anonymous says, vampires have never been born! Even in their fictional description, they are dead. How could you have been one? Have been alive?
Have been alive?
I read that exactly how it was written. Yahoo Answers user Soy suggests this way to test out the truth of this.
Mm-hmm.
They say, then fly, you damn bat!
Get out of here!
Get out of here, you fucking bat!
Yeah, you think you're some kind of bat? Why don't you just fly away then? If you like vampires so much, why don't you marry one?
Coward, prove you're a Batman! Do it! Fly away!
I mean, he has this kid tested different ways to
Yeah,
tell.
I feel like this kid is not vying all his options of
You've
how he
gotta
could check this.
Try
for
some
truth.
garlic bread. Go over to your friend's house.
Go to church!
See if
Go to church!
See if they'll let you come in. You can't enter the home unless your friend's like, hey,
Yeah.
come on over. So if you just show up at his house, was he gonna let you in or not?
Ooh. Then you'll know. You'd know. Well, I think the problem is he thinks he's half vampire. He thinks his father was a vampire and that his mother was a human. You know what is the most concerning thing about this is the fact that he refers to his parents in the past tense.
Mm.
My real father was a vampire and my mother was a human. That's concerning on multiple levels.
Maybe it's not a child then. Maybe it's an adult.
It
with
might be
just
an
dead
adult.
parents because I was gonna say a good way to test it is if you could just see if your dad is a vampire.
Yeah.
And that'll confirm that you're half vampire.
Stab him through the heart with a wooden stake, and if he dies, then he
Exactly.
was a vampire.
Be like, Mom, Dad, you worked so hard. Let me just cook a nice meal for you tonight. And then it's just garlic bread and like pasta.
See how they freak out.
With garlic in it. And it's just garlic on garlic on garlic. And if your dad's not like, oh, I gotta bounce, then, then he's
I have to go get cigarettes.
Suddenly I have to leave forever. Bye.
Farewell. All right, Josh, here's what you're going to do. You're going to get a wooden box.
Mm-hmm.
Or cardboard. It doesn't matter the material of the box. Just something sturdy.
Step 1, box.
Step 1, box. Step 2, get a little stick to prop the box up. Step 3, get a virgin.
Oh, wait, no, you gotta tie a little rope around the stick, right? So you can
Hold on.
the stick
Hold on.
out.
Hold the virgin. Hold the virgin!
Oh,
Josh!
okay.
Josh, hold on! Hold the virgin!
Stop!
Stop! Tie a little rope around the stick.
Yes. So that you can
Step
pull
3.
it from afar.
Step 3A. Tie a little rope around the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Step 4. Get that virgin back in here, Josh.
Bring
Get
it
him.
back. Bring
Go
it back.
bring him back.
You had it, you held it, and now you're bringing it back.
Tuck that guy under that box. And now you wait for your dad to walk in and see how he responds. If he lunges, Josh, listen to me. Josh, don't squirm away. Josh,
Stop,
listen.
Josh, where are you going?
This is important.
I
Get
need
back
your
in here.
eyes, Josh. Focus.
Listen. If your father lunges for the virgin, he's confirmed vamp. If he does not, then he's just a regular guy. There's your answer, Josh.
Yeah. So just get back to us, Josh?
Yeah, Josh, you can write back to us at email address, insert here.
What if somebody happens upon the Virgin box contraption, though, before his dad gets there? Like,
Well,
what if the mailman comes by and he discovers, the mailman is the vampire!
I was about to say, and he lunges towards the Virgin.
Oh no! Not only is your mailman a vampire, but he's also probably your dad?
What?
That's very spicy. You can't stop, Josh, James, Jefferson, what's your name?
Josh.
You cannot stop, John. If you figure out your father is a human, because what about all the other men in your mother's life? Is he your real dad? Is he your real human dad? We'll never know.
All right, Josh. Very sad to hear about your dad. Hope that works out for you, champ. But that's the end of our episode. If you like what you heard, please feel free to share this show with your friends. We're but babes in the woods, and we are not advertising currently in any way, so we rely purely on word of mouth to get anyone to listen to this. So that's it for us, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.